here in Dubbo we have a large Indigenous population, and young people need to be employed. It's one of the ways of breaking the cycle of I guess, people being out on the street, by getting them employed and getting them educated, and making sure that there's greater health outcomes.
I think it goes both ways. I think it's we've got a high population of Indigenous people. Darwin, I think it's 15% or something of the city is Indigenous. There's a perception that there's two perceptions. One is that some employers are that Aboriginals are lazy, they're not working and things. Then there's another section, especially the tourism industry and the mining industry, where they employ a lot of Indigenous people, so there is a perception that they need to get more Indigenous people involved in jobs.
I want to say Yalada from all the Kukuyalanji, and also Palya from Pitjantjatjara. We need to embrace it, a wider community, like white Australia needs to be, I think, be proud of Aboriginal culture, because you go overseas and you have a lot of interest and respect, I suppose you'd say, for Indigenous culture, and you come home and it's like, oh yeah, whatever, you know. So I think Australian society needs to be much more proud of Aboriginal culture.
Yeah, for me, coming on board with GenerationOne was extremely important for me, because I'm a young Aboriginal man living in today's society who craves and hopes for equal opportunities for Aboriginal people throughout Australia. I came on board as late as last week, and for me, just to raise the profile and the awareness of these issues is something very close to my heart.
I think that the benefits of me becoming a police officer would be someone for the Aboriginal community to look up to, so sort of aspire to become, so that keeps them out of trouble, and sort of just create some understanding with the other officers about the Aboriginal people, and sort of just give them some of my knowledge and sort of protect them a bit, you know.
I think anything's possible. I'll give you an example for myself. So I'm one of 9 children. We grew up on the riverbank in Narendra, and then coming from the little shack on the riverbank to having a degree and a head teacher in a facility such as this to encourage others, really creates the opportunities for more than just my family, but everybody's family. So saying you can be a role model to others.
I was a drinker, heavy drinker, and in a lot of trouble all the time, caused my nan a lot of stress. I came to Dubbo just to make something of myself, and I study music here now. Everything's going according to plan now, so I'm really happy. But there is something out there for young kids that's going off track, and I want to help them and show them that there is something out there for them.
Well, it pretty much just comes down to I had a lot of friends that were in bad places, and I felt like I was going the same direction, and I felt like if I would come up here that it would be a way to express myself and show others that it is easy to make that change. You just got to do it.
From an Aboriginal reserve, went through school, it was an all Aboriginal school. Didn't have much when we were kids. We come from a big family and a very large extended family. I received a lot of support from the elders, particularly my mother, who's passed on now, and they always wanted, and she always wanted us to get the best in life, things that they hadn't had. So after struggling through school in Year 12, I said, well, I can do better than this, and the words of my elders ring in my ears, you can be as good as the next person. So I gave it a go. Went through university, a couple of universities, and worked in a lot of government agencies, both state and federal, and now I'm able to mix with politicians, not just within New South Wales and Australia, but overseas as well.
You're not by yourself. You can have a lot of support, and just don't be ashamed to do it.
Yeah, don't be ashamed about trying hard, and surround yourself with people that are trying hard too. So, talk to your teachers and the AAs at school, because they're pretty good. So
organisations like NASCAR help children stay in school. NASCAR also helps better goals and opportunities for young children these days, like Aboriginal children. I'd like to pass on a message to say, if you have a sport that you really love and you're like in a small community, go out there, reach for it, and just better yourself.
Yeah, don't hold back. Don't hold back.
Make sure you achieve all your goals. Because there's a lot out there and you'll never find it unless you just go for it.
There are so many opportunities, but we've also got many people who want to work. And we want to break through that myth that Aboriginal people don't want to access private sector jobs. Because in our city, you can walk down our main street and the evidence is there. Sadly, in our country, we have an Indigenous unemployment problem. But for us to even scratch the surface on unemployment, we need private sector to come on board.
I've been pretty successful with my music career. We're about to record my third album. Successful 2007 Deadly Award winner. Last year Hawken Brothers Best New Talent. My latest album got about 9 nominations, which was really, it was a huge success. It was lovely. 6 months on, we're in the recording studio ready to do the third album. Life's too short. You get one shot at living. Make the most of it.